This is NEWSMAX'S top 10 list of the best states to live for Republicans in 2023. There are plenty of articles listing the states with the lowest cost of living, the lowest taxes, the best states to vacation, and the best states in which to retire. Those are all good, but how about the best states for Republicans to live? By that we mean states that may sacrifice a bit in public services in exchange for assessing lower taxes. Also on the list would be those states that have friendly gun laws, or protected citizens from the excesses of big tech. In short, which states protect liberty and freedom. Here's NEWSMAX'S list of America's top 10, listed in alphabetical order. Starting with Alaska. Alaska is one of the country's most tax-friendly states, with no state income tax and no state or local sales tax. It also has no estate or inheritance tax, and its gasoline tax is at a rock-bottom 9 cents per gallon. Because it's a rural state, Alaska is also gun-friendly, according to the federalistpapers.org, with a large percentage of the population owning firearms for both hunting and self-protection. Finally, the last frontier state has a Republican governor and a GOP-controlled state legislature, so Republicans should feel right at home there, so long as they can make it through the winters. Florida. Florida also has no state personal income tax and no estate or inheritance tax, and an average 6% state and local sales tax. This, along with its weather, makes it popular as a retirement destination, which is reflected in having a large senior population. Florida also values personal liberty, and is one of only 5 states that are cracking down on big tech overreach. Its Transparency in Technology Act penalizes companies such as Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, Google, and Apple for any power abuses, including censorship, deplatforming, and election interference. The John Locke Foundation, a North Carolinian think tank, rated Florida as the most liberty-loving state in the Union. The Sunshine State also has a Republican governor and a GOP-controlled legislature, and it protects the Second Amendment, with a large number of Floridians holding concealed carry permits. Georgia. Georgia has no estate tax and no inheritance tax. The state income taxes are moderate, ranging from 1% to 6%, and the average state and local sales tax rate is 7.01%. The Peach State has very strong self-defense laws, making it a gun-friendly place to live, and the John Locke Foundation rated it as the 5th most free state in the Union. It also has a Republican governor and Republican-controlled state legislature. Mississippi. Mississippi residents enjoy a low cost of living and it has no estate or inheritance tax. The state income tax is low, starting at 3%, and gasoline tax is set at a low 18.4 cents per gallon, making it a great place for retired Republicans. The Magnolia State is also a sportsman's paradise and its moderate gun laws reflect that. TV shows like HGTV's Hometown, which is set in Laurel, Mississippi, dispel all negative preconceptions anyone may have about the state. The people are brimming with Southern-friendly charm. Finally, Mississippi is one of 24 states under total Republican control. New Hampshire. New Hampshire residents pay no state income tax, state or local sales tax, and don't pay estate or inheritance taxes. The state gasoline tax is set at a moderate 24 cents per gallon. The John Locke Foundation rates New Hampshire as the 9th most liberty-loving state in the nation, a fact that may be reflected in its motto, "Live free or die." It's the only state on our list that isn't totally under GOP control. Although it has a Republican governor, its state legislature has a Democrat majority. North Dakota. North Dakota was the first state to address overreaching big tech and give any resident whose speech is restricted, censored, or suppressed the power to sue any platform having more than 1 million users in civil court for damages. North Dakota is also deep red, with a Republican governor and a Republican-controlled state legislature. South Dakota. South Dakota has no state income tax, no estate or inheritance tax, and very low average state and local sales taxes at 4.5%. Its gasoline tax is also moderate at 22 cents per gallon. The Mount Rushmore state comes in at number 4 on the John Locke Foundation's list of the most liberty-loving states, a fact that is reflected in its handling of the coronavirus pandemic. Rather than place mandates on residents and businesses, Governor Kristi Noem preferred to keep them apprised of health officials' recommendations so they could make their own decisions based upon their own circumstances. Governor Noem is also a Republican, as is the state legislature. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced that he and state lawmakers would join 4 other states in approving a law prohibiting big tech companies from censoring Texans based on the viewpoints they express. Abbott said too many social media sites silence conservative speech and ideas and trample free speech. It's un-American, un-Texan, and soon to be illegal. Abbott also joined Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in removing state mask mandates and business restrictions. The Lone Star State protects the Second Amendment rights of all law-abiding Texans, and university students and instructors are allowed to carry their weapons on campus. Texas comes in as the nation's 12th most free state, and both Governor Abbott and the state legislature are Republicans. Utah GOP lawmakers introduced the Electronic Free Speech Amendments bill in an attempt to curtail big tech from running roughshod over its citizens. It will allow people to file complaints against social media companies with the Utah Division of Consumer Protection. The Beehive state places few restrictions on its citizens' Second Amendment rights, a fact reflected in the state's freedom rating, coming in at number 7. Utah has a Republican governor and a GOP-controlled legislature. Wyoming is considered the most tax-friendly state in the nation, having neither a state income tax nor an inheritance or estate tax. Its state sales tax is set at 4% and its gasoline tax is at a moderate 24 cents per gallon. The John Locke Foundation estimates that the Equality State is the 10th most liberty-conscious state in the Union, a fact reflected in its moderate gun restrictions. Finally, like all but one state on this list, Wyoming has a GOP-controlled legislature and a Republican governor. Thank you for watching, we hope you enjoyed. Before you go, please like and subscribe for more.